Time's come for one of the saddest songs that I know. Probably the saddest song that I know. I got this in my craw around the time Roe v. Wade got overturned last year. Hell, was that 2 years ago? I don't know. It's been such a hard couple of years in regards to that stuff, hasn't it? Well, anyways, I needed a song to sing about it, and this song came to mind and been rattling around in my brain for a lot of years. I've been singing it every night, and it still feels good to sing. This is called the Ballad of Penny Evans, and I learned it from the singing of the late, great Steve Goodman. Born in New Jersey, but he belongs to the whole damn country now. He wrote this song, and it was based off of the melody of an old Scots-Irish ballad. You know, something from the British Isles, like a lot of folklore comes from, right? He learned it from the singing of, I think he learned it from the singing of Lewis Killen, who was one of the few trans folk singers of the kind of folk revolution that happened in the 1960s and 70s, the folk scare. But this original melody comes from a tune called The Flying Cloud, which tells the story of a slave ship. It doesn't tell the story of a slave ship from the perspective of the people in the hold. It tells the perspective from the people working on it, right? It's the bad guys. It tells the story of, and doesn't paint them in a bad light. So it's kind of a messed up folk song, right? Everybody had folk songs, right? But Steve Goodman, I'm pretty sure you heard the lyrics of this and were like, well, the melody slaps, but the lyrics are trash. And he threw them out. It's hard to wrap your brain around that idea, but I think it's kind of beautiful, right? They made this. What I've heard is a true story called The Ballad of Penny Evans, this Vietnam protest ballad. There it goes. Well, my name is Penny Evans, and my age is 21. And I'm a widow of the war that's being fought in Vietnam. And I have 2 infant daughters. Oh, I do the best I can. When they say the war is over, I tell them all it just began. I remember I was 17 when first I met young Bill. At his father's grand piano, we'd play good old heart and soul. And I only knew the left-hand part, but he could play the right so well. He's the only boy I've slept with. He's the only one I will. And it's first we had a baby girl, oh, we had 2 good years. After that the draft notice came, we parted without tears. Now it's 9 months from our last night when our second babe appears. 6 months later now this letter comes, confirming all my fears. And now it's every month I get a check from an army bureaucrat. And it's every month I tear it up and send the damn thing back. Do they think that I can be bought off? Do they think I'll fall for that? I won't take this bloody money. It can't bring my Billy back. Now I have not once cared for politics, all speeches I can't understand. Likewise, I'll never take no charity from any living man. But it's 50,000 Billies dead in that unhappy land. And that makes 50,000 heart and souls being played with just one hand. And my name is Penny Evans, and my age is 21. And I'm a widow of the war that's being fought in Vietnam. And I have 2 infant daughters. God, I'm glad I've had no sons. When they say the war is over, I tell them all it's just begun. Thanks.